So in this video, I want to talk about trash talk and basically just shithousery in football and how to just get a mental advantage over your opponent. Now, as we all know, the saying goes that 90% of the game is mental, and you can easily get an advantage of your opponent psychologically by either talking to them, doing a certain action, just doing little antics. At least you just sort of swinging the game in your team's favor and giving your team a better chance to win. Now, obviously, one of the most infamous examples of this is obviously the Materazzi and Zidane. Obviously, the Zidane headbutt. Obviously, Materazzi knew, it's World Cup final. There's 10 minutes to go. It's 1-1. We're going to penalties. And basically, he just started talking in Zidane, talking about his mom, talking about his sister, basically just doing anything to rattle Zidane. And then obviously, eventually, we all know what happened. Zidane obviously headbutted the guy. Obviously, he fell over like he got shot. But then obviously, Zidane got sent off. And then what happened? Game went to penalty shootouts. And then obviously, Italy won the World Cup final. And obviously, penalties you could sort of say penalties is a game of luck that anyone could have won. France could have easily just won, even with Zidane getting that red card. But even you need to think about, even psychologically, knowing that, the France players psychologically thinking, damn, like, 10 minutes to go, we're down to 10 men, we just lost our captain, our most important player. Like, that's Zidane. Zidane literally scored a penalty in that final as well. So they're thinking, damn, like, our main penalty taker is not going to be there for the final, and we still have another 10 minutes to hold on and to defend this lead. So obviously, psychologically, that's gonna sort of damage them psychologically, which ultimately led to Italy winning the penalty shootout. I remember there was also like another player on Ben Foster's podcast. He was saying that before games, before he used to play Man United, Roy Keane used to just patrol the tunnel and basically just be shouting out, yeah, these boys aren't ready, like these lads don't want it today. He would just be shouting all sorts of things. And even the guy on the podcast was like, yo, can't lie, it was a bit intimidating with Roy Keane just shouting with his Irish accent, just saying, yo, these guys don't want it today, they're not ready. Where Man United this, Man United that. And the guy was even saying, yo, it was intimidating because they're already going up against, the Man United and all of that. But then Roy Keane, obviously Roy Keane's antics in the tunnel, obviously he was saying that, yo, Roy Keane had pretty much won the game for Man United before he'd even begun. He'd already got in their heads. They're already thinking about, I have to play against Roy Keane today. I have to play against Beckham, Scholes, Andy Cole, Dwight York, Giggs, all these guys. So
vocally, you'd probably say Roy Keane, when you played against him, he was always someone that he just try and intimidate the team. Not just you as an individual, but in the tunnel. He'd be going like the words, you're not up for it. Look at these lot today, crumbling in their boots.
He'd say that loud,
like like just walking down the corridor. So just wouldn't give a care because he was Man United captain. So he was their leader. Everyone looked up to him, and he did. He intimidated people. He intimidated individuals. He intimidated the team, and that's just the way he was. But what a career he had doing it.
Yeah, literally trash talking, shithousery. It's a part of the game. As a night, it's 90% mental, and you basically just have to know the art of it, because at the end of the day, it is an art form. You have to know how to give it, but you also know how to deal with when someone's trying to give it to you. So when it comes to getting into your opponent's head, everyone sort of has the methods that work. There's probably not really one method that works, because like I said, everyone's different. Some people like to talk your ear, just be barking the whole game. Other people like to do little actions. Like I remember hearing about Suarez. Like Suarez would just do little things. Like he'll be doing weird stuff, like pinching the defenders, scratching them. When the defenders will be on the floor, he'll give them a little stamp on their hand, or he'll put his studs through their thighs. Just little things that Suarez used to do.
He wouldn't necessarily yap in your ear, but Luis Suarez at Liverpool was just disgusting to play against. He was horrible
as a goalie.
As a goalie, as a defender, you would have not enjoyed it at all either, because he was one of those sort of players who would pinch you secretly. He would punch you if he could, little sneaky punches. If he could leave one on you after the ball had gone, he would leave one on you. I remember him doing one to Jonas Olsen. I might have told it on the podcast before. We were playing away at Anfield, and Jonas has slid in to clear the ball from him, and I've just watched Luis Suarez just happily run his back two studs, the big studs, the long studs, the long studs, run them happily down Jonas Olsen's thigh. And
obviously you got guys like Emi Martinez, with the penalty antics. We all know in the World Cup final where this guy threw the ball away from Tchouaméni. Obviously from there, Tchouaméni He tried to keep his composure, but he was rattled, and he ended up putting the penalty wide, and he ended up putting the penalty the sit wide, the same direction that Martinez threw the ball. So obviously you got them sort of antics. Obviously there was the Bruno Fernandes one as well, where Martinez was like, "Nah, Bruno, you should not be taking this pen. Like this is for Ronaldo. Like why are you taking the pen?" And then obviously Bruno skied the pen. Now me personally, I found two methods that sort of work for me. Now the first one is literally to make it obvious. Basically, just make it obvious and sort of just whispering your teammates. I know this sounds mad, but whispering your teammates, say like you're discussing tactics, and while you're talking, just be looking at someone. Just be looking at someone while you're sort of just looking at your teammate. You're just sort of whispering to your teammate like this, and just be looking at another player. Because now you're in that player's head. Now that player's thinking, yo, what are they talking about? What are they discussing tactics? Maybe it's a wing, and the winger's thinking, they're gonna double up on me, and he just gets them into that zone of just questioning. Sort of just take them out of the zone in the game, because probably before that they were thinking, alright, cool, I'm ready. But as soon as they see people, whispering and then looking at that person, he's probably thinking, what are they talking about? Obviously, he's gonna be that mindset, and you literally don't even have to be talking about tactics. You can literally be saying anything, just any bullshit to your teammate, like, yo, you can literally just be whispering to him, yeah, are you ready for today? Are you ready? Like, are you ready? Like, you could just be saying anything, but looking at an opponent, it'll make him think that these guys are talking about me. Like, what's the tactic gonna be? Blah blah blah. You can and I've just found that's actually a way to just rattle people, because obviously when people see other people whispering, and then when you see, let's take you for example, when you see people whispering and they start looking at you, what's your first instant reaction? That you think that they're talking about you, especially when they start laughing. That's when you get all self-conscious. That's when you're like, damn, like, is there something on my face? Is there this? Is there that? And you just start acting out of character. Like everyone's done this. Maybe there are a few people like at the back of the bus or something, and they're whispering, or then you hear them laughing, and then you look back and they're all looking at you, and then you think that they're all laughing at you. So you start, adjusting your shit. You start thinking, what are they talking about? Blah blah blah. When in reality, they could just be talking about something completely different. They could be whispering about something completely different. They're not even worried about you, but for some reason, it just gets people to act out of character. So in my opinion, I feel like that's one that works for me. And then another one is that if you're gonna like insult a player or just question their footballing ability, don't just say to them, you're a shit guy, you have no first touch, you can't do this, you can't do that. Basically, just ask him questions. I'll just be like, bro, where is your first touch? Like, do you have a hole in your foot? Like, instead of going, you're so shit, literally just ask him, yo, why are you so shit, bro? Like, why are you so shit? Why are you even on the pitch? Like, how does your manager even believe in you? Just literally little things like that will just get the person thinking, damn, like, it'll literally just get them thinking, damn, like, why am I playing shit? Like, why does my manager play me, blah blah blah? Like, why? It'll literally get them thinking that, yo. It literally get them thinking, cool. Just analyzing the reasons of like, why am I so shit? Especially if you say, yo, why can't you shoot? Like, you're a winger, but you haven't got off past our fullback once. Why is that? Why are you even on the pitch? You don't even have a first touch. Like, why don't you have a first touch, bro? And you call yourself a footballer? Literally just asking them questions, in my opinion, has got the best results to rattle opponents. I remember there was one time, I think this was probably back in like under 16s or something. There was a guy, he was giving it. He was playing centre mid, and he was giving it to one of my teammates. And I just said to him, yo, bro, we were losing 2-1 at the time, and I was thinking, bro, I just said to him, bro, you are shit. Like, why are you so shit? Like, how can you call yourself a footballer and you have no first touch? And obviously, this guy, me and him were going back and forth a little bit, and I was thinking, all right, cool, watch when the game's done. Watch when the game's done. Obviously, he was saying, we're winning 2-1, like, you're losing though. He was just basically just saying, but you're losing though, 2-1. I was like, all right, cool, let's see after the game. Obviously, we ended up winning that game 4-2. That guy, like I said, shit baller, didn't have a first touch. I barely saw him the rest of the game. So literally, I feel like those are the two that work for me. Literally, whispering in your teammates. You can literally be talking about something completely irrelevant. You could be talking about, what are you gonna do after the game, or who's that in the crowd. You could be saying anything, but if you're looking at an opponent, he's automatically going to be thinking that you're talking about him. So now he's going to be questioning, what are they talking about? What are they saying about me? And then another one, just ask questions. Just be, instead of just going to a person, you can't shoot, or why are you so shit? You can't shoot, or you're shit. Just be like, why are you so shit, bro? Like why are you even here today? Like, literally just ask him that, and then they'll be actually rationalizing. They'll be like, damn, like, why am I here today? Like I said, just takes them out of the zone, takes them out of that flow state, and obviously like I said, just puts the odds in your favor for your team to win the game. And now, if someone's giving it to you, in my opinion, the best way to just deal with it is literally just to just to be self-aware and just to be self-acceptance of it. Let's say you're a striker and let's say you've been missing 4 or 5 chances today, and then the defender goes, "Bro, you cannot shoot. Like you can't shoot for shit. Like you are dead." Just tell him, just shrug it off and be like, "Yeah, bad day at the office type thing." Just say bad day at the office type thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't show him that you're rattled. Just be like, "Yo, bad day at the office, bad shooting day." Just keep it short and brief. Yeah, bad shooting day, innit? Keep it short and brief, short and sweet. And then obviously when he sees you're not rattled, maybe he'll try to rattle you again and just keep going at you, just keep rattling you. And you just give him short responses that you basically just agree with him. Oh, you have no first touch. You just be like, yeah, my first touch ain't that good today. Say less. And then just ball out. Like you can't let him see that you're rattled. And then obviously when he's talking, obviously in the inside you're thinking, damn, like if you're the striker, you're just thinking, damn, like watch me, I'm gonna score this next one. But obviously on the outside, you can't let your opponent see that you're rattled, because as soon as he sees that you're rattled, it's game. He's gonna start shouting to his teammates, oh yeah, this guy's rattled, he's rattled this, he can't do this. He's gonna start shouting stuff to his teammate, and then it's all just bad. Like if you act aggressively, if you say this, if you do that, my opinion, if he says, yo, you can't shoot or you have no first touch, you can't dribble, just be like, yo, yeah, my dribbling today ain't good, and then just keep it stepping, and then obviously let your football do the talking after that, and then obviously no reaction, and then obviously you have the no reaction. Obviously the no reaction is like, yo, you're not even, in my opinion, it's a good way, because it's like, yo, you're not even considering them, like you're not even hearing them, like it's to the point where it's like they're not even human, like they're not even there, bro. Like unless, obviously, in my opinion, unless they like physically start, you know what I'm saying, unless they physically start just doing weird shit to you, in my opinion, if it gets physical, then yo, just give them one back to show them that, yo, I'm not a bitch, you know what I'm saying. But if in terms of words, bro, just ignore them. Just be like, yo, this guy's not even on my level. This guy's not even human. And obviously, I feel like when that happens, he will just get frustrated in the end. He will just start wasting energy, you know, trying to rattle you, trying to say this, trying to say that. But if you're not giving him anything, eventually he's just gonna get tired. And then obviously when your moment comes, yo, you just punish him basically. Like I said, you just ball out. You just show that player that you just show him that you're a better player than him basically. So those are the two, in my opinion. Literally just short and sweet responses. If they say your shit, literally just agree with them and just move on. Just be like, yeah, can't lie, I've been shit today. Say less. Like what can they say after that? Like if you agree with them, it's like, alright, cool. What can they really say after that? Like there's nothing to build on. You just sort of just shut it down, and now you're back in the zone. You're ready to play. And then obviously the no reaction as well, because the no reaction, they're just gonna get tired of you. They're just gonna get tired of trying to, you know, poke you. If they see that you're not biting on anything, they're just gonna be like, forget this. They're gonna waste their own energy. They're gonna get frustrated with themselves. Then obviously you capitalize on that. Only exception though is that obviously if someone says something mad about, like I said, with the Zidane thing, with his mom, his sister, his that, if someone gets racist, like anything like that, in my opinion, maybe not on the pitch, but at least after the game or something, it has to be on site. And then physically as well. If he's just stepped on your foot for no reason, bro, give him one back in it. Just make sure the ref doesn't see and give him one back. But that's all I got to say for this vid. Hope you enjoyed. I've been JT and I'm out.